Yo, welcome everybody. Hope everyone is well. Let me know if you can hear me okay. I reckon you can, just having a guess. Welcome to the stream tonight. We're just going to have a chat, hang out, ask as many questions as you guys want. You guys are part of the members. If you're not part of the members, you can become one by clicking join. If you go on my YouTube channel page, you should be able to see it there. Dean Walker, are you in here, man? I can see you wrote a little message there. Can't wait, bro. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Is anybody else in here? Say g'day if you are. Yo, Dean. My only fan. Hanging out. What's going on, man? Good to have you here. Joshy Dunn. What's happening, mate? Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it, mate. Legend. Thomas Green. Yo. Good to see you. Or here. Or, I don't know. Something. One of the above. Who else is in here? Give us a g'day. I'm guessing you guys can hear me okay. Yeah, we're just going to have a chat today. You guys ask questions about your grass. We'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. We'll see how far we go. If we get slow on questions, we might even include other guys that aren't members as well. We'll see how we go. Dean, I'm trying to buy 2 things on your website, but postage is $48 when it's only $19 for one item. Flick me an email, man, at orders@lawntips.net. I'll write down here so you can see it, my man. Because we are still going through some teething issues with postage and stuff like that. Got most of it sorted out, but some are slipping through the cracks. It really depends on your postcode and stuff like that. I know freight has bumped up for us previously as well because of COVID, unfortunately, and AdBlue prices as well, because if you guys haven't heard, urea has gone through the roof, which is affecting some of the courier prices as well. Keep getting emails about delays and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, that's enough about that. Flick me an email me in and I'll look at it for you. Just send me exactly what you were going to get and your postcode, or give us your address, and then I'll do some dummy runs and see if I can figure out why it's giving you that price. Luke, is it Hope or Hoppy? What's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Darby, what's going on, man? Good to have you here. Hope you guys are all well. Feel free to ask questions. Trent, I missed you. Yo, bro, what's happening? No worries, Dean. Not a worry at all. Yeah, but tonight we're just going to do a live stream, have a chat. Do I have anything to give away? We could do a giveaway. I don't know if I have anything to give away at the moment. Sure, I could do a bag of fertilizer. Let's do a bag of fertilizer at some point tonight. We'll do a little giveaway with that. You have to be a member to be part of that giveaway. Everyone loves a good freebie, Joshy. Everybody does. I'll give away a bag of fert, hey? And you guys can select what bag of fertilizer you'd like from the range. I don't know what we're going to do for it, but we'll give it a crack. Jack, I appreciate the $2.99. Legend. I really appreciate it. Hope you're well. Hope you're going well. Trent, yo. Talking about me or Jack? Yeah, another quick thing. If you guys cannot chat in the chat window, it's because it's a members only chat for the moment. We may switch it across if we don't get lots of members popping in tonight. We'll see how we go. If you are a member, speak up and let me know that you're here, because I'd love to know who's here and tuned in. Yeah, I guess I was guessing that, Trent. I was just being a smart addict. Yeah. Darby, did you get much of that rain bomb? No. To be honest, we got hardly any rain at all. To be honest, we probably got 20 mil out of everything over the last couple of weeks, maybe 30 if you're pushing your luck. But yeah, we got hardly any rain at all, which is just ridiculous. Did anybody here get a whole heap of rain or get floods or anything? I hope not. Hope you guys are all good. But there's quite a bit going around at the moment. Lots of golf courses struggling. Obviously people in homes, etc. But yeah. Got a bit of disease at the moment. Not sure exactly what kind, but definitely diseased. Do you reckon to hit it with some nitrogen fert or fungicide? So it's going to depend what disease it is, man, to what is recommended. To be honest, I would need to see some photos. I wish we could flick photos through on this. That would be the most handy thing in the world. Maybe not, because you could get some weird photos. So it's probably a good thing that we don't. If you send me an email to this email address just here on the screen, I'll have a look at the photos for you in the live stream if we can. And we'll see if we can figure out what it is. Now, diseases are hard to figure out sometimes. I'm not a turf scientist and I'm not trained in figuring out diseases, so I may not be right either. No time for all that, mate. All serious lawn talkie. On my screen, my lawn seems to have come back after the out of bounds application. Cheers. That's good to hear, man. So good. I'm glad that your lawn's coming back. Awesome news. 560 mil, mate. Damn. That is, yeah, that's ridiculous. That's our average. Some years, that's how much rain we get in a year down here. Wow. Darby, no, Dean, sorry. Also, with rain, would you suggest putting onto the lawn to avoid issues like fungal issues? What would I suggest? You can put down a preventative fungicide. Probably not a bad idea if you're getting that amount of rain as well. Something like Banamax, which has propiconazole in it. There's so many different ones out there. Like it's crazy. If you go on there we'll jump on my website and I'll show you the same. Let's have a little squizit. Let's get this up on the screen. Let me just bump that out of the way. Beautiful. Awesome. Right. So, let's get this screen up, see if it works. No, that's not the right button. Hey, yeah, look at that. Good with technology. So, if we go to fungicides. So yeah, bumper is one option, as I said, which is the same as Banamax. The active in it is propiconazole. Not a bad preventative, especially if you're trying to prevent things like... I need to actually add the label for this product. I've been going through today and adding labels for a lot of the products. That's one I haven't. You could go with that, or you could also go with... Just trying to remember the active in no, not Triumph. We're going to look for Pythium Control for that. Website's going slow today. Pythium. So if it was me, I'd be looking at something like Bumper. Patriot is also not a bad one because you're going to have a bit of, it's a broad spectrum fungicide which can help prevent and also knock down some as well. But yeah, Bumper's normally my... So on the golf course we used to use Banamax, which is propiconazole, during the winter time, especially when we had a lot of rain kicking around, because it used to prevent a lot of diseases that we used to get on the greens, because greens, man, they were shocking for disease, as you can imagine. Over 1 meter of rain. You're kidding me, right? No. No mowing for over a week. I reckon it might be longer than a week, man. Just saying. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. It is getting there. It is getting there. I've let it grow a little bit longer. I'm going to cut a little bit higher at the moment, and it really has picked up with colour at the moment, so I'm super stoked with it. Plenty of floods in my area, but we're well away from it. Awesome, man. He sent some pics. All right, let's get these pics up on the screen, hey? Let's have a little squiz. Ooh, they're not loading. Hold up. Yes, they are. All right, let's get these pics up and have a look for you, Luke. Well, it looks like you have got some rust from those photos, which is... I'll get them up on the screen, sorry. Let's get them up. Window, here we go. Look at this, I've got some emails to go through. Alright, so we can see here, a little bit blurry. From what I can see, it's either rust or... Man, it looks like rust. When did it turn up, Luke? Just from that pic, I can see it looks like rust there, but I could be wrong. Because if we Google, for example, rust in turf, right? Rust disease in turf. Let's go to images. Please don't give me anything bad. This is generally what rust looks like. Now, I'm not sure if yours looks like that. But that's what first thing that popped in my mind. That looks a little bit different. That's a little bit different type of rust. See, that's kind of what it looks like there, that photo. I'd be interested to see if that's what it is. Can we zoom in on that? Hold up. Look at this. Hey. Ooh. Maybe not. Otherwise, if anyone's watching knows what the disease looks like, flick me a message. I'm not sure. It could be rust. Could be. Alright. Get out there, man. Luke, just have a Google and see what you think, my man. Compare your... Because it is a little bit blurry, so it's a little bit hard to see, sorry. What is your grass type as well? Just wondering, because you can get rust in most grass types, but it is a lot more common in cool season grasses, especially something like some fescue. But yeah, just have a Google of rust, see what you think, compare it to what's in your lawn. If that's not the go, then flick me an email tomorrow and we will sort it out. I might ask someone else if they know what it is. Some of the guys that I know are a bit more clued on with fungus diseases. Aiden, what has happened, mate? Thanks for tuning in, my man. Appreciate you. Kind of looks like early stages of dollar spot. It looks a bit further. It looks like a later stage of dollar spot if it's anything, because it is intense looking. Look at it. It's all over it. Wow. I haven't seen dollar spot for so long, to be honest. Dollar spot lawn. Yeah, can we get some pictures of the leaf blade? See, that's more what dollar spot looks like there, like you see. But again, it is a little bit blurry, so we could have been... Yeah, like that. Do you have any... Also, Luke, do you have any... Maybe 3 weeks or so ago you got it. Okay. Do you have any, like, dead patches on it, like that as well? Like our dollar spot just here? Or is it just a couple of spots on the leaf? Or is anything dying out? Has there been a lot of moisture around if it's been going on for 3 weeks? I'm guessing that's probably part of the reason. But have you put any fertilizer down the last couple of weeks? It might need a feed. Answer those questions for me. If you want to flick them an email or in here, whatever you like, man, and we'll try and sort it. Yeah, maybe 3 weeks or so ago. Beautiful. Adam Keevers, I appreciate the super chat, man. Really, really appreciate that. Means a lot. A legend. Anyone else got any more questions? Flick them through. Do you have the Starlink set up yet, or still NBN? Yeah, I got the Starlink set up. It's still sitting on my lawn with the dish. Need to put it on the roof, man. Something I need to do this weekend, to be honest. Just been lazy. I just haven't done it. That's the honest truth. Could have done it by now. I've had it for like 2 months, I think. Oh, you've got ryegrass. Okay. Yeah, it could be, at 100%, it could be rust if you got some ryegrass. So did you have any spots as well, like as in any parts dying off, or it just looks like that on the leaf? Because if it is just those spots on the leaf like that, you've had it for about 3 weeks, this does sound like rust to me. How is the Starlink with speeds? Really, really good. Actually, I'll show you. Let's get a speed test going on here, and I'll show you how it is. It will be a bit slower because I'm doing some streaming right now. Make sure we don't get any ads up on there, and let me just make sure. Nah, we're good. It's only silly stuff. Okay. I'll show you what the speeds are like, eh? Let's do it. Alright, so keep in mind that I am uploading currently, so it's going to slow things down quite a bit. But generally we average around about... Yeah, the ping's not good at the moment because we are streaming. Yeah, that's slow. Normally it's up around 250. 250 to 300 download. It's speeding up. And uploads around about 20 megabytes to 30 megabytes. So it is nice and quick. This will be slow because we're currently uploading. So yeah, I do find whenever you're doing things, it does slow it down. Still, 118 download while we're currently streaming, and Emma's probably on her phone doing something as well. So yeah, there's a bit going on. So it's good. It's really, really good. Honestly worth it. Luke, it's through the whole lawn. So yeah, my man, I'm still guessing it is some rust. And if it is some rust, sorry, I didn't even explain to you how to get rid of it. If it is rust, which I've got a feeling that it is by just looking at that. If you could send me some clearer pictures, maybe a little bit later, up against some white paper with the leaf in focus, just so I can really see the disease on there, that'd be great. But a way to knock dollar spot, really simple way, is just put some nitrogen down on it. So put some fertilizer down there. And you can go liquid or granular. Normally you're finding it kick a little bit quicker if you've got some granular on there, but yeah, it'll be sweet. What's the go with old mate who didn't like the words vid or fert? I don't know, man. I have no idea. I don't think he's from Australia. That's what I reckon. It's all through the lawn, a lot of yellowing, yeah. 250, wow, get 70 download at 3 a.m. Elon putting NBN to shame. It is good, man. It's really, really good. Very impressed with it, Emma, watching you. Oh, that's great. Flick some more questions through, guys. We'll quickly open it up to everyone else if this slows down too much. Just for like 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes. But we're not going to do a very long live stream. We'll aim for 40 minutes, 45 minutes. We'll see how we go. But get your questions now if you've still got some, and then we will do an everyone in live stream, which just means somehow I have to take off that it's members only. Can I do that even, actually? Possibly not. I reckon I could. Oh yeah, I can. Yeah, beautiful. So if you need to. So yeah, flick your questions through and we'll get to them. But apart, is there anything going on with the lawn at the moment? Not really. I'm still waiting for the bore pump to turn up. I feel like that's something I tell you guys every single week. I did get a message at the end of last week from the guys that are doing it saying that they've nearly put it together, so I should really be seeing it in the next week or two. I'll send old Ben from Irrigation Pump some more a message tomorrow and see where it's at. It's just been slow because of COVID, and then we got Davey on board to help out with it as well, so I'm getting a Davey pump. But yeah, once we've got it, we'll be running electrical, running pipes, running irrigation, probably putting in a big tank for up the top. I've got to find someone to do the dam. Some guys actually sent me some emails with some contacts about digging the dam out, or at least getting something to seal the dam, which I did see a video on YouTube a while back actually with the guy that used like a polymer to help seal the dam, and my brother used some at the golf course once as well, and it seemed to actually do a pretty good job. Yeah, we'll figure out how we go with it all. Dave Andrews, what's going on, mate? Good to have you in here. What's he saying? Hey Ben, put down cockeye seed 12 days ago on a small patch, started germinating well. Want to put down some barricade this weekend. Will it be due to safe around the area, or will it run into the patch? As long as you don't get lots of rain, you'll be fine. Because it can move a little bit in the ground, but not too much. Barricade's pretty good like that. Like even a lot of golf courses do it on their aprons of the greens, or the collars, whatever you want to call them. We used to call it the inside cut, second cut, so many different things. A lot of guys do that. And it doesn't tend to run into the green, so you should be okay. Just make sure you don't put it on the seed, as you can imagine. Make sure it's not a windy day, so you don't get any drifting in there as well. But you should be okay. And if your seed's already germinating at 12 days, good chance it might be rye. Did you get a ryegrass and a kikuyu mix by any chance? If not, and it's just kikuyu, that's awesome, man. But generally it does take a little bit longer for kikuyu to get up and running. Little tip, sometimes it does even take 12 months for it to really, really get going. That's why you find with kikuyu when you buy it at Bunnings or even a couple of different places, they'll chuck a little bit of annual rye or even sometimes some perennial ryegrass in there as well, just to help get the soil like going well and not eroding, because obviously there's nothing in there, it's just dirt, it's going to wash away. So that's the reason they tend to put a lot of ryegrasses with your kikuyus and stuff. Trent, how is the Rover going? Rover is going good. I've used it quite a few times. I've been mowing a lot more regularly recently, and I love that mower, man. It is great. Such a solid mower. It's going really, really good. Right, 2 minutes time, we'll switch it across unless you guys start cranking the questions in. You sweet. Just Kikuyu, turbo coat. awesome. You must be having some good temps, good soil temps, and kicking through with it. That's so good. That's great to hear that you got it coming up after 12 days. Sweet. Hopefully it establishes. Well, if you get it germinated now, you should get it pretty close to establishing before it gets too cold, which is good. Just seeing if we got any more photos here from anyone, because I just got an email. No, I don't think so. Aiden Green. Are there any poisons that kill selective grass types? For example, it kills kaiku, but it won't kill buffalo. Mate, not that I can think of off the top of my head, something that will kill buffalo but not kaiku. I'm trying to think if there's a way around it though. I mean, one way you could get rid of the buffalo is just start cutting short and scalping it and treating it aggressively, and the kaiku will take over instead of the buffalo. That's a good natural way to do it. But yeah, apart from that, there's not really any selective herbicides that I can think of off the top of my head. There may be, but they're probably not safe for the homeowner if there is. Man, I can't think of one. If someone knows one, tune in, but I'm pretty sure there isn't. No, I'm pretty sure there isn't. Joshy, how do you deal with grubs, people? Parking or walking all over your grass out the front? Or is it just my area? They have no respect. I don't know, you could get a sign that says, please keep off the grass. It's really the only thing you can do, man. I've got some fences up, like, there's not a lot you can do. Like, I used to have that all the time in town as well, but to be honest, I didn't really mind it, because that's sort of always been my opinion with grass, is like, you've got it there so people can enjoy it, you know what I mean? Like, if people are walking on it, enjoying it, rolling on it, which is even better, sniffing it, touching it, it's a good thing. But if they're ruining it, then it's probably not a good thing, and you probably need to put a sign up or get like a foghorn or something that someone walks on and goes, wah, and scares them. I don't know. Mike from New Zealand. Evening, Ben. Yo, Mike. Hope you're well. Thanks for your comments on my lawn on the Facebook page. Not to worry, mate. I've looked into kaiku grass here in New Zealand, and it's mighty expensive. With the Yates 90% and your Ryan 10% 10%, sorry. I just said that like a Kiwi. 10%. Kaiku mix come up nice. Yeah, it will, 100%. And eventually the kaiku will take over time as well. As you can imagine, it is quite aggressive and it spreads sideways. The annual ryegrass will just help it, as I said previously, stop the soil eroding. It'll come up first and very, very quick. Like you'll find in 3 to 5 days, you'll find that annual ryegrass germinating. Well, depends on your temps. It could be up to 7 or 8. And the kaiku, because you're starting to cool off in New Zealand as well, you're probably going to find that your kaiku won't even come up until spring anyway. But you could get down your mix now if you wanted to, because I think you were saying on the Facebook page that you were going to possibly wait until springtime, but you could put that mix out now and you'd be sweet because you got some ryegrass in there. Joshy, foghorn, thanks mate. Not a worry. Not a worry, bro. All right, let's see if we can get everyone else in here just for 5 minutes. Get everyone to actually giveaway first before that. Let's do a giveaway for the members only. What are you saying? Ben built a garden bed with a post. You rode the bike over our old lawn. I did too. That's right. Family Forby, thank you so much, mate, for the super chat. I appreciate that. Really, really do. How can I send a photo? Email or the Facebook group? Send me an email, man, at that address just there on the screen. And I should get it. Make sure you didn't send one already. Or I'll still get questions, so we might not flick it across. What should you do if Posty keeps riding over the lawn and leaves deep tire marks? There's your solution, build a garden bed where they ride. That's what I did. Honestly, there's not much. Go have a chat with your Posty if you can. Maybe offer them a carton of beer or something they like to drink. I don't know, they might not drink beer, they might not drink alcohol. But yeah, exactly. Bribe them with beer. But just have a chat with them. Even if you leave like a letter on, like a note or something on the letterbox, just say that you really love your lawn, you want it to be looked after. And then yeah, if they're still not happy to come to it, maybe just bribe them, like we said. John, what is going on, mate? Thank you for popping in. Appreciate it. All right, we're going to give away a bag of fertilizer, and you'll be able to choose whatever fert you like from that, from my website, sorry. So, I've got to think of a question to ask that you guys got to guess. What is an interesting question from one of my old videos that you guys have to guess? Let me see. Let me have a think. Here we go. What was the push mower that I used on one of my lawn renovations, so that it was super light on the lawn? Have a guess. What mower did I use? What mower did I use when I redid my lawn, that was really light, so it didn't do any damage to the lawn? What mower was it? Have a guess. Have a guess. Have a guess. Ooh. Is the stream stuffing up? No, we're good. No one knows. Oh. Also, John, oh no, Steve-O, I appreciate you becoming a member as well, mate. Appreciate it. Legend. Absolute legend. Whoa, 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 whoa. Here we go. More questions coming in. Victor Cylinder from Dave Andrews. You've won that, my man. Look at that. All over it. So flick me an email, man, at that same email address, orders@lawntips.net, and I'll get you a bag of fert. Now jump on the website, lawntips.net. You guys saw it before. I'll even show you just because we can do that. So jump on here, jump on the granular fertilizer, and take a pic of whatever you like there, mate. Grab whatever you like. Will be sweet. Congratulations. Good win. Good win. Fantastic, Ben. Sorry to ask so much, but we'll be putting it... Sorry. This is about the cocky, isn't it? Yep. Fantastic, Ben. Sorry to ask so much, but would putting it down on other areas of the section be beneficial for ongoing maintenance? Yeah. You mean with the kaiku / the rye mix? You can put it down on any area for sure if you want to thicken it up. Also, would I just scalp it, then sow it? Yeah, I'd scalp your lawn you got currently, and then I'd still top dress as well, just so you got some seed to soil contact, and it's like sitting under something retaining some moisture as well. I reckon that would be the go. 100%. Sorry guys that it was. I didn't even have a mass port, I don't think. Sorry. Supercut. Would have been a bit heavy. The Rover could have been close. Ooh, Steve-O, you were close. You were very close. You weren't far off. Yours. Oh, you could have won it with that, man. Good on you guys. Good sportsmanship. It's great. All right. Well, quick little couple of last questions, and then we will open up to everyone else just for the fun of it. Just see how everyone else is going. You're close, man. Right, here we go. Glenn, good to see you, man. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, mate, the winter grass is killing me. Tribute didn't cut the mustard. I'm thinking barricade. 100% a pre-emergent program would be the go, Glenn. Tribute's a hard one because it can take a couple of applications. Sometimes it won't knock it if it's super mature. Depends on what time you apply it. That's why winter grass or Poa annua is such a pain in the bottom. Like, it is not fun, that stuff. So yeah, 100% I'd be jumping on a pre-emergent program. So get down your pre-emergent now. That includes most people in the country. Like, if you can get pre-emergent down now, that would be great because that's going to protect you through winter for your Poa and your winter weeds as well. So generally you apply in August, September to prevent things like paspalum, crabgrass, which we call summer grass here in Australia, and also crow's foot. Barricade is great for those. And then for winter time, we want to prevent that Poa or the winter grass, so we chuck it down now. Aiden, did you create your logo? I didn't personally do it. I got one of my friends to do the original logo, and then someone from the company I was previously with, Grub, they actually designed the most recent one for me. I said what I wanted, and they did it, which was awesome. Have you ever tried tribute on paspalum? Like to knock paspalum, or do you mean paspalum, the grass type? Steve-O, thanks for tuning in, my man. Make sure you join the members Facebook page as well. You can find the password on the members tab on YouTube. I think you have the community tab, or there's a members tab as well, which actually has the password written down there as well. Thanks for tuning in. Same to you, Ben. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Appreciate that, mate. Ledge. Absolute legend. Dean Walker, when are you bringing out a granular pre-emergent like Oxapro? There is talks about it. Hopefully soon. Hopefully very, very soon. Probably not before this season, though. Probably before spring hits. Paspalum. Oh, man, botanical names. I forget what's what. That's not good. One's what is it? Could have said the weed or not weed. Don't get me with the botanical names, bro. Yeah, the weed. Alright, cool. I've never tried Tribute on Paspalum, mate. Is it even registered for it, actually? Tribute herbicide label. Let's have a squiz, man. It's not on the label, like, you know. What? Herbicides. Ben Thompson, I just saw your request to join the Facebook page. Looks like we've got Greg Norman trying to join, the golfer. What am I looking for? Tribute. Alright, let's jump up the label here. So I'm starting to add the product labels, as you can see down the bottom there. Selective herbicide, there we go. Tribute. I can't remember, man. Paspalum, it is there. Okay, apply Tribute once or twice at a 14-day interval, followed by an application of MSMA or DSMA. Yeah, so you got to pair it alongside DSMA by the look of it to really knock it hard, which DSMA is going to knock it pretty hard. I've never actually tried them both together, to be honest. But DSMA is not something I'm going to recommend. It's an S7 chemical, so it is poisonous. You find you won't be able to find it in Bunnings or anything like that anymore. They used to sell it at quite a low rate. Paspalum Killer was what the product was called, but it is intense stuff, man. I'd say Tribute by itself isn't really going to knock it super hard, but I haven't personally tried it, so don't take my word for it. If you can find someone that's used it and had success with it, that's great, but I actually haven't tried it. And if you're looking at the label, normally the label says that for a reason, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. Cheers, mate. Really enjoying the videos and getting into my own lawn. It's awesome, man. Is screened soil better than sand for new lawn? It depends. Screen soil, if it's washed, is great. Especially if you want to keep top dressing with that over time. Like, make a choice. So if you want to keep using sand to top dress over time, use sand now, and then continue on with that mix as well. That's the way I'd roll with it. Looks like we might not get to everyone tuning in because we're starting to get lots of questions, which is good. I'm glad you guys are bumping in and getting some questions. It's the clumpy one. It's on the table. Thank you, the Keevers25, as well, for becoming a member. I appreciate it. So, you guys, we do monthly live streams. I am keeping up with that now. I've got a little schedule going, so we are at least doing it every 3 or 4 weeks. Just depends on where it lies, on what I've got on for the week and where I can slot it in. But we are doing it at least monthly. Who knows, we might bump it up. We might just keep it at that. We'll see how we go. But monthly's working well at the moment. We'll do cheers. No worries. Steve-O. Luke, how long between putting down ethofumicate and tenacity for herbicide? Oh, man, I don't have any experience with ethofumicate and tenacity. What does it say on the label? I would assume it would be at least 14 days, possibly 21 days, mate. That would be my guesstimate, but it should say somewhere on the label about intervals for herbicide reapplications or other herbicides as well. So have a look. Joshua Alcorn, thank you for... Hey Ben, loving new products. Appreciate that, mate. Just want to know if all the liquid fertilizers can be added into the same mix. Yes, they can be, which is awesome. They can all be mixed together if you like, so you won't have any problems with that. Mix away. Still swear by the solo battery sprayer. Been tempted for a while to grab one over the big biceps. One bicep, you wouldn't have 2 big biceps, mate. Yeah, I really do love my solo sprays. The only thing is, which I've mentioned before, is with the 417, once you get to the bottom, tends to get an airlock or something like that, which you have to sort of lean to the side to stop it getting an airlock, which when the airlock happens is it doesn't spray all of your product out unless you lean to one side. So that's the only problem I've ever had with them. The other battery ones that I've used, like the 414, and the other one that I've got, those battery sprays have been great. No issues with them at all. Not a problem at all. Thomas Green, I appreciate you too, man, bumping in and becoming a member. A legend. All right, 1 minute, and let's bump it across the other. See if we can get other people in, if it works as well. That's the thing. Let's just do it now. Let's do it now. I've done our giveaway. I'll get it ready to go. Let's edit that. Darby. Ben, do you know of any good community forums for contractors regarding lawn renovations across the bloody big country of ours? I don't, sorry, Darby. If anyone else does, pop it down in here. Oh, people got to ask some questions, sorry. Still going. Whoa, people are getting them in. Maybe we won't change it. I keep saying this. Mike from New Zealand. Best 3 of your products for the new Kikuyu rye mix. Need to create a wish list. Do you live in New Zealand, Mike, or do you live in Australia? Because if you're in New Zealand, unfortunately, I can't get the products over there at the moment, so you wouldn't be able to get them. But if you want to get something that'll work for you, at least get a granular fertilizer to use on a schedule to apply every 8 to 10 weeks during the growing season. In winter, no need. And then I'd get yourself a liquid fert, maybe with something with a little bit of extra iron in there just to give it a nice kick of colour, which you can mix in with some sort of liquid kelp as well, which I just love to do to help stimulate some root growth. But if you are from NZ, yeah, that's going to be what you're looking at. And then if you can get a pre-emergent like Barricade, that would be probably my next best product to be looking at to prevent any Poa annua, which you will get in New Zealand, and any other grassy weeds on top of that as well. That's the main 3 products I'd be looking at. You could go into other products, like you could be looking at selective herbicides, wetting agents. Primo Max is an awesome one, or Marvel, which is their plant growth regulators, which has got trinexapac ethyl in them. I do love PGR. That stuff is great. You guys have heard me harp on about that so many times. Akivas, hey mate, I just bought a house that's been a rental for 25 years. I scalped it, topsoiled and seeded before summer. Half lawn is perfect, the other half is almost all weeds. Alright, so this is what happens when you seed. You're never going to get it perfect the first run. Wish you did, but you never do. So you're going to have to oversow it again. So I'd spray the weeds you got out in there now. Because if it started before summer, you'll be sweet to put herbicides down now, because I'm guessing you've done a few mows. So your lawn's going to be fine spraying herbicides on there. Just make sure you put a selective herbicide that's going to be sweet. If you're in Australia, something like the... if we jump on my website here, I'll just quickly show you. So this herbicide here is going to be safe for all grass types and great for broadleaf weeds. This is Turf Control here, which is the same actives as bow and arrow. But yeah, that's it there. We've even got a label on there now because I've been slowly going through and doing it, and you can see all the weeds it's registered for, and it's going to do more than just your clover, plantain, capeweed, catseed, bindi, cudweed, crouping azalis. It's going to do a couple other weeds as well, but they're the main ones that you'll be targeting with that. But yeah, and then after you've done that, probably a week after that, or even 2 weeks, you can then oversow it. So I'd top dress the whole lawn, oversow it again, because generally I find it does take 2 to 3 times of oversowing to really get your lawn to a place you want to. And also, by the way, we're probably not going to jump everyone into this chat tonight because the members have got heaps of questions now, which is awesome. It's good. Joshua Alcorn also just wanted to know if you can use a cylinder mower all year round. 100% man, you definitely can. Go for it. Definitely can use it all year round. I mean, if it's a little bit wet and muddy, I'd probably avoid using it because you might leave, it might just compact down your soil a little bit. Although, you do avoid wheel tracks as well. Because you haven't got wheels digging in on each side, you just got that roller going over top. So you can technically do it when it's wet as well. Just don't do it if your lawn's really, really long, because cylinder mowers are not going to cut tall grass well at all. They tend to even pull some grass out sometimes. The Kivas, do I just bite the bullet and restart? No, I wouldn't restart, man, if you've got half it looking good. No, I wouldn't. I'd work with what you've got there 100%. Sounds like you got it going all right. Hey Ben, I used Fortune 500 in January 22nd on the cooch, then 600 mil of rain. Whoa. Started to notice signs of grubs again, so I sprayed again yesterday. Is there a better grub spray? I'm in Toowoomba and have cooch. Where I'd say the reason you probably got more grubs in there is because, for one, you had 600 mil of rain. Which if you got that 600 mil of rain, oh no, you probably didn't get it the night that you put down your insecticide. Sorry, I'm just getting a phone call from Tasmania, which is weird. Sorry, I got lost in my train of thought there. What was I on about? Here we go, I'll read your question again. Use Fortune 500 in January on cooch. Okay, so you had grubs. So sometimes you won't get grubs with just one application of an insecticide, and that's going to be with most insecticides as well. Now, there is a better preventative to stop grubs coming in your lawn, something like a Selective, which you put down at the start of the season, more around August, September, which will actually prevent those grubs coming in your lawn. Now, if you've got something like armyworm, you can also use the Selective as a knockdown, but you put it down, leave it on the leaf or the lawn for 24 hours, don't water it in, and then you water it in 24 hours afterwards. That's if you've got some armyworm. Now, if you've got some black beetle grubs, African black beetle grubs, that's when a preventative is going to work the best for you by putting it down earlier in the season. But use the Fortune again. Make sure you apply it late afternoon towards dusk when they're most active, and then water it in. Add a wetting agent to it as well if you can, because it'll actually get down there nice and deep into your soil and work a little bit better. But yeah, Fortune's going to be fine. Mike, yeah. I'm going to get products in New Zealand eventually, Mike, just not yet. Sorry, my man. Dave, I have a Solo 414, great until last litre or so. So you find that with the 414 as well. I think my 414 has been fine. Have to hold it up by the top of the handle on the lid at knee height to get it to work. Really? Wonder why that is. Man, I found even, not even solo sprays, a few other sprays have been the same. Some, all aren't like that, I can tell you that for sure. But, yeah, there's a few. Yay, go Toowoomba, childhood town. I do love Toowoomba. I got some good friends up in Toowoomba that live there. We went to a wedding there last year. Toowoomba's a nice spot. Actually, the climate does remind me a bit of Orange, just a little bit warmer. I just love the fact that it's a lower drain cap. Yeah, it is handy. When is the best to put down plant growth regulator for ryegrass? Now, if you like, my man. It's great. Now, if you've got disease in your lawn, like some rust, like you said you did, don't put down the plant growth regulator, because you're going to prevent that from growing out. Because if it is rust, which I think you actually sent me an email with some clearer photos, didn't you, Luke? Did you? I can't see it. Can't see them. I saw an email on somewhere. Did you send more pictures, Luke? Anyway, it's all good. As for plant growth regulators, how often? Sorry, I'm just blabbing on now. Generally, every 3 to 4 weeks. Generally, it's best to go by a Growing Degrees day calendar. If you go on the Syngenta website, you can find one there. I have some old videos that explain it. If you look up Plant Growth Regulator on YouTube, you'll find an old video of mine that I explain how Growing Degree days work and how to get a schedule with your plant growth regulator. Are the guys who made your logo able to make a logo for my lawn mowing business? They are not, unfortunately, because the guys that made mine originally don't even work for that company anymore. And the guys who did them before that don't do that anymore. Sorry, mate. Unfortunately, if anyone knows someone that makes logos, though, write a message in here for Aiden. Don't ask me to do it. I'll just do a stick figure for you. I'm bad. Just send an updated photo to your email. Thomas Green. Let's have a look at your photo, my man. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. It's looking pretty good, man. It's looking great. Let's get it up so you guys can see it. Looking good. Looking good, mate. Nice colour in there too, I tell you what. Very nice. Definitely coming back, mate. That's good. So good. Love some good cooch. Grass. Is there a I can't even say the word tonight. Is there a reason why you can't get your products over here? Just cost at the moment, mate. Because we didn't have a warehouse over there to do it. So it's going to be very expensive. Like if we were to do shipping from here to New Zealand, it would be ridiculous. Like because of the weight. That's the biggest thing with the lawn care industry, and when you want to buy lawn products, is they do weigh a lot more than say a t-shirt or something like that, which is going to cost like $8 to $10 to send. Like you're sending a 20 kilo bag of fert, you're paying for 20 kilos to get chucked in a courier van and carted down somewhere. So that's why freight is always a little bit more expensive. So freight is the main reason, mate. Eventually the company I'm partnering with is getting a warehouse over there, or we have one that's just got to sort out logistics. Sorry. The Kevas, I'm up in northern New South Wales. If I got the herbicide onto it the next week or two, then plan doing the full reno, am I leaving it too late? Or do you think I have time, seeing it's winter here, it's 23 degrees? I think you'd get away with it, mate. I think you'd be fine. I'll get onto it sooner rather than later. You'll find if it doesn't all come up, you still will find that it'll come up in spring, believe it or not. So you should be okay. 600 mil. I can't believe you guys having this much rain. So Celiprin, you were close. It's a Celiprin, sorry. So I'll show you what a Celiprin is. I'll get it up on the screen. I'm doing well here. Where are we? Okay. Window screen. Here we are. So this is a Celiprin. Here it is there. That's the Celiprin here. So that's the product. We use about 1.5 kilos. Yeah, you do. 1.5 kilos per 100 square meters. I need to add the label on the website. The label does come with the bag, by the way. When you do get it, there's like a little stuck-on label on the back. That's the product there. So as you can see, great for season-long grub control and caterpillar control, which is going to be your army worm. And it does last up to 6 months as well. Very safe, obviously, in the environment with like bees, and even to humans as well. It's very, very safe as well, which is great. As you can see, African black beetle, Argentine scarab, billbugs, several species of caterpillars, including cutworm, sodwebworm, and lawn armyworm, which is good. And it's a granule, which is nice. Do love a good granule. So that's the product there, mate, a Celiprin. What's the best way to fix a 10 centimeter deep tire track that the idiot from Pizza Place left for me? At least he got some pizza, man. I have Sapphire Buffalo. What I've actually done in the past is I've actually got a pitchfork, like put a pitchfork in underneath the lawn and sort of pushed it down and lifted up the compressed areas, sort of like you do on a golf course. When you're fixing a pitch mark, although don't fix pitch marks like that. You've actually got to push it in. That's advice coming from a greenkeeper. Everyone thinks you've got to push in and flick it up. Don't do that if you play golf. It leaves damage on the greens and leaves little marks all over the place. But yeah, get a pitchfork down there and lift it up if you can. And then from there, you're basically going to have to top dress it to get it to fill back in. But you might get away with just lifting it up from the sides. You might be sweet, to be honest. Jason Adams, what's going on, mate? Thanks for tuning in. I just emailed a couple of pics of some disease I've picked up in cooch. It's an area that probably has too much moisture. Right, as you guys know, I am not the best with disease. It looks like grey leaf spot to me from those photos. Let's zoom in on that. No. What button do I press? Either grey leaf spot or doesn't look like brown patch. It's not anthracnose or anything like that. It does look like grey leaf spot. I know there's a bit of that going around at the moment. Is it actually doing like damage to your lawn as well, mate? Like, are you starting to find that you're getting patches dying out completely, or is it just sort of looks scarred like that in the leaf tissue itself? Don't know. Anyway, here's some grey leaf spot here, as you can see. Does it look like that, mate? It's hard. This is the thing, man. It's always so much easier seeing stuff in person, but then when you get photos, it's never as easy. Does it look like that? That's my question to you. Sort of. It does have a couple of different little spots on it there as well, though. Did it come with all the rain, I'm guessing, as well, mate? That's my guess for you. So I'm just Googling a couple of diseases on the screen here. Diseases in turf. If you guys... sorry, I'm just trying to find... I know Syngenta used to have like a PDF which would show you all the diseases if you guys ever want to see. Let's see if we can find it on their website, hey? Let's go to Syngenta. Is this Australian one? It is. Products, turf resources, diseases. Here we go. So if you guys ever get stuck and want to look at stuff and look at some diseases here and there, Syngenta does have a couple here. Let's just go all the diseases are here, eh? Disease. That's brown patch. Got some red thread. That stuff, man, I tell you what. Oh, I wonder if you got black helmo, actually. That's not a bowling green. No, I don't think you got helmo. That's white helmo too, by the look of it, not black. Pythium, I would hope you don't have Pythium. Now, melting out is actually common after lots and lots of rain. Yeah, look at this. More than 10 days, 10 hours a day of foliar wetness for several consecutive days. So melting out is a common one as well. I mean, yeah. Let's look up leaf spot melting out and just see if we can compare some photos. See, that's what I do. When I don't know what a disease is, Dr. Google comes in and figures out how to do it. This is how I do my research. It doesn't look like he got melting out if I look at these images. See, that almost looks like a different leaf spot as well, doesn't it? It's funny how similar diseases can be. It could be melting out, actually. Leave me some more photos through, man. I can ask some questions around this too, if you like. Oh, yeah, look at that. Anyway, let's jump onto something else for now, sorry. Yeah, as I said to you guys, I'm not the best with disease, and I apologise for that. Just, unfortunately, am not. Hey, mate, what's the best way to get a lawn to recover from lawn grub? If you've got rid of the grubs now, it depends what grass type you've got, but at least top dress the lawn and what you got. Give it a good kick of some fertiliser. So either some granular fertiliser would be great, something that's going to help it repair. If you wanted a recommendation, something like this one here, which is great for repairs, just here. So this is a, I'm trying to go down. Reinstate's not a bad one, because it's quite a balanced fertiliser, and we've got our biology in there as well, which is going to help increase our microbial activity in there. Or you could look at something like the, oh, where is it? It is the proliferate, I'm pretty sure. No, that's our autumn fert, so proliferate. Can't even say it. Stimulate, sorry, is the one I was looking for. No, it's not. That's an all-purpose fert. I'm struggling. No, it was a reinstate. Isn't that the one I got up? Yeah, reinstate. That's the one I had before, wasn't it? Anyway, something like reinstate when you're trying to bring your lawn back is not a bad idea at all because of the higher P in it. Great to strengthen your lawn up and kick it back in. Plus, we've got the biology in there, which is great for restoring your lawn. Or you could add something like some liquid kelp, which can help stimulate a little bit of root growth and possibly get some repair back in those areas that you are having issues with as well. Something like the Survival, which is that product there, or even something like Roots as well, which is going to help with your root system. As you can imagine, this product probably actually going to be a little bit better. It is organic as well. This stuff is great. But yeah, anyway, enough product bashing. Phil, I managed to get some bifenthrin down after all that rain. Hopefully we'll get some more down the next few days. I'm hoping to fix the smallish patches before it gets too cold. Yeah, that'll be the go, mate. Armyworm is going absolutely ridiculous at the moment. It has just dominated everything. That's all right, Luke. All good. Also, when will the lawn plans be back up and running? I have more questions than you have answers for at the moment. That's fair enough, mate. Well, believe it or not, I've got one lawn plan back at the moment. One. So I'm working on them. So I've got the Kaiku lawn plan for New South Wales, Victoria, South Australia, and Tasmania. For the guys that have previously bought them, I'm figuring out a way to make the old links in your emails link back to the plan so you can re-download the new ones for you. I've just got to figure out the best way to do that. That will be figured out very soon. I finished that plan today, and I'm going to be finishing the plans bit by bit. It's just fiddly, so it's just taking me longer than I thought it would. It's taken me ages. But yeah, there's one plan up and running. You guys can't see what I'm looking at. Here we go. Lawn plans are back up and running on the website, as you can see. We've got more plans coming soon. So we've got the Kaiku one there at the moment. That's my good friend Matt's lawn. Hey Matt, what's going on, bro? Yeah, lawn plans are getting there. They're getting there. Yeah, a Selective GR. Exactly, Darby. It's great. Do I have an annual maintenance plan for cooch in southeast Queensland? I will. By next week, I'd say I'll have that one done. Won't be far off. It'll be very, very close. I've made a start on that one, actually. Aiden. Oh, good. It is. Hey, mate, thoughts on the Ryobi Scarify that's largely available at Bunnings, or is there a better alternative? For the price, great product. I have never used it, so I can't give you a definite answer. But if you're just doing a small patch, why not? Seriously. Otherwise, you're looking at paying a lot more money for a petrol thing that obviously going to do a better job, but it's going to cost you so much more money. Wow, it's nearly 8 o'clock. Okay, we'll have a couple more questions and then we'll wrap it up. You guys are going well with the questions tonight. I love it. It's great. Thanks, Darby, for the tip for a Celiprin. Yep, that's the one, Chris. I'll send you some clearer pics tomorrow. Awesome, Luke. I appreciate it. What do you think of the granulated gypsum compared to normal powdered stuff? Granular stuff is just nicer in my opinion because it's not going to get up on your nose and all over the place, and it sort of will stick down and in your soil a bit more, and it's just easier to spread. That's the main reason I would prefer it, 100%. When will the Airbnb of the Granny Flat be ready? Once we get some furniture in there, mate. That's all we've got to do. That's all we've got to do. Linton, thank you so much, mate, for becoming a member. I appreciate it. Last question, I promise. Any recommendations on where to get a decent cooch seed and what blend percents? Check out the guys at Advanced Seed. They always have great stuff, or great Aussie lawns. Those guys have supported me a lot over the last few years. I'm not currently selling their products. I might be in the future. I don't know. But support those guys anyway. I'm getting some cooch seed out soon. I have got ryegrass seed out at the moment, but no cooch at the moment. But check out the guys at Advanced Seed. A lot of guys actually source their products from them as well, so they have some good stuff. Is a Celipin GR granular better than the liquid? It's more cost effective, I guess. Not cost effective, but it's not going to cost you as much to buy it at the start, if you know what I mean. Liquid's still great. Nothing wrong with the liquid. They're both great. It just depends on how do you like to apply it and how much you need. Because if you buy the liquid, it's going to last you the rest of your life, mate. Seriously. That's expensive stuff, though. I'll tell you what. Jason Adams, a couple of patches that have died back a bit, but it's not really spreading as such over the past week or so. Oh, sorry, man. What was your last question? I've got to remember. Jason. Oh, the disease. Yes. So there's a couple of patches that have died back a bit, but it's not really spreading as such over the past week or so. All right, well, keep an eye on it. Let me know how you go with it. Sometimes the thing is with these sort of diseases, when the sun comes out and your moisture disappears, you'll find it'll go. But if you find, give it a couple of days. If you find it's still sticking around and struggling, flick me an email, man, and we'll look into it. Get a fungicide for you to get down on that area just there, and I'll do some more research for you as well. Because if I don't know it, I'm always happy to research it. That's the thing. Because I don't know everything. I will be honest. Ben Thompson, I have a Ryobi Scarify, and it's awesome. Awesome, that's good. Cheers, Chomps. Don't need to read that. Aiden, what is going on, man? Thanks for being here. Thanks, Joshy. I appreciate you tuning in, mate. I appreciate you. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. I appreciate you guys' support and becoming members. Sorry that we didn't get to everyone else on YouTube and get more people included in chatting that aren't members, sorry. We'll try to squeeze in an everyone live stream very, very soon so you guys can go crazy with the questions and stuff as well. But yeah, I appreciate yous. And I will talk to you guys very, very soon. And you guys will see me in the video on Saturday as well, which I've got to get edited. Anyway, talk to yous. See yous.